Hi everyone, how are you doing? I've been thinking a long time whether I should actually make a, a statement about this or not, but over the last couple of days I've just been a bit taken aback by some of the stuff that I've been reading and some of the stuff that I've been bombarded with by news. I thought I do qualify to say something regarding this genocide in South Africa. Just to give you a little bit of background on who I am. I'm a German citizen. I was born in Siegen in Germany. Ended up living in Frankfurt, from Frankfurt to Luxembourg, from Luxembourg to South Africa. And I've been living here since 1996 now. We came here just after apartheid ended. Yeah, I've got a very good view on how things have changed here since I arrived in 1996. Even though I was very young, of course. Well, very young. I was 16. I was a rebellious teenager who ended up learning to appreciate what I had around me, which is a beautiful country, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. Um, People with a good understanding of faith and spirituality and a healthy dose of how can I say, respect and love for each other, even though very, very different. You need to understand South Africa, there's a lot of different cultures live here. I live in Durban, and Durban has got the biggest population of Indians outside of India. And I've been living in community for a long time. I was married into the Indian community for a long time and divorced since, but that's besides the point. Um, so yeah, and Indian is still a relatively small percentage of the country. Yeah, we have the Zulu, a very proud kingdom. They're very proud tribal people. We have the Xhosa. We have the Afrikaners. We have the British. Uh, and we have a whole lot of sandwiches, a whole lot of Europeans and Americans, and a whole lot of Chinese and Middle Eastern as well. I mean, so anyway, this whole thing of a white genocide, it's the first I hear of it. Now you need to understand that I've been around the block here in South Africa. Um, I'm a musician. I travel a lot. Well, I used to travel a lot. These days I sit at home and I can't travel anymore because the body and sickness has decided, to guide me to take me into a different direction. I live with multiple sclerosis. I live with arthritis. Chronically. Sometimes the head doesn't work. Sometimes the legs don't work. It is what it is. Um, but the story of white genocide, no, I cannot understand how that is made something that it's not. where I think anybody who follows just a little bit. I don't want to get too much into details. I don't want to get too much into what some would consider conspiracy theories. That's not what I'm talking about. No, I can talk about that too, but no, not right now. The realities just are that I think many people just not understand how big South Africa is. It's a big country. Yeah, Germany can fit into South Africa twice or three times. I don't know, but it certainly can fit into it more times than one. South Africa is a very, very big country with a very small population, if you think about it. Yeah, and this country has got a lot of raw materials, and possibly not all the manpower to get to all those raw materials. You know, I don't know, but that's besides the point again. But again, being thrown into this political sphere, where you as an observing person, you know exactly. Oh yeah, that's Trump wanting to do a deal. That's his way of getting people to come and talk to him. I don't know. All I do know is that South Africa is part of BRICS, economically speaking. Now, right or wrong or whatever, that's besides the point. That is a fact. South Africa is part of the BRICS nations. We are in economical turmoil already, as is. Because of why? Because of the dollar, no? I'm just a small stupid person in South Africa, so don't take my words for anything. But it's just an honest question. Are there trade deals to be done? Are there this deals to be done? Is there raw materials that somebody wants here? Is there this? Is there that? At the end of the day, is it really about justice for real human beings who are suffering on a daily? Because I can tell you one thing, the ones that are suffering on a daily mostly is still the black population of this country. Now, I think any logical person will understand why that is, because this country is approximately 95% black. This is an African country. And I think that the people who really have a problem with the fact that they're living under African leadership, okay. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I enjoy living here. I'm happy here. I enjoy my freedoms. I wouldn't necessarily move back to Germany unless I have to. But that's me. But why genocide? Many of my friends are black, guys. Many of my friends are Indian too. And there's a couple of people from Poland and from Russia and from America, believe it or not. My daughter lives in America. Please. This is not about who, where, this, blah, blah, blah. No. Anyway. I just needed to get that out. Yeah, my daughter lives in North Carolina, America. yeah, I'm just a bit upset because this came out of nowhere. I've got friends who are farmers from the Afrikaans community. Yeah, some of the most beautiful evenings that I've had, where that I remember, were in Robertson, which is a wine farm, and it was absolutely exceptionally beautiful and incredibly exceptionally welcoming, and in its own way very spiritual. And the only other time that I really felt that in this country was actually the complete opposite. I was in Johannesburg and I ended up going to a wedding in Soweto. And this was possibly the most beautiful, most heartwarming evening that I have ever had. Because for me it was heartwarming to see how an entire community celebrated a marriage. I have not seen it like that before, and then for me it was like, this is beautiful. This is I can dig it. No, but in general, guys, the people here in South Africa are beautiful and welcoming and loving, and you do get some idiots, but don't give the idiots too much of attention, please, because we have to deal with it here. Peace. Cheers.